Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Hope you're all having a great day. And as promised, I'm going to hook every single person up with a completely free one-day trial inside the VIP for Thanksgiving. So it's going to be the pinned comment. It's going to be in the description. All you got to do is go to our website, go to the week pass, and use the code TURKEY, hit apply, and it's $0, as you can see, for that one-day pass inside the group. That'll get you full access to our Discord with over 15,000 other people, so you can start cashing out with us pretty soon. And yeah, without further ado, happy Thanksgiving. As I said, I cooked up an absolutely beautiful three-man for you guys in the NFL. I love all of these picks. So if you're not liking the video already, make sure to, because if this video hits 250 likes, I'm going to give you guys a bonus pick tomorrow. And on top of that, if you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. I'm the first person to post these pretty much every night. So yeah, let's lock in. Josh Jacobs, less than 92.5 rushing plus receiving yards is our first pick. Now listen, before y'all attack me, I need you to hear me out for like a minute here, all right? I am recording this before the NBA games finished up yesterday, so give me a break on that. I don't know if we swept. I don't know how we did. But yeah, let's get into this. Josh Jacobs, less than 92. So number one, this guy's one of the hottest running backs in the NFL right now. Dude is on absolute fire. But I think this is a trap game for him. I think everyone and their mom is going to be telling you take his over. And let me just break this down for you. Number one, Miami's run defense, they rank number 9 in the NFL, top 10. Number two, their receiving yards defense, they rank number 6 in the NFL, top 6. On top of that, guys, something a lot of people always mention to me is like, for example, look at his line at 91. You're going to go on PrizePicks, some of you, and you're going to click that little chart, and you're going to be like, yeah, bro, he's hit it in 5 straight. Why don't I take it? Everyone's going to be taking it. Like, PrizePicks wouldn't show you his last 5 if it really made a difference. Like, think about it. Would they give you a tool to actually beat them? The real way to beat these guys and these apps is by using math. So look, Underdog's giving us the best line. It's up here at 92. And I want to give you guys some additional examples because obviously that's not enough. Let's take a look at similar running backs in terms of talent. Josh Jacobs, obviously one of the better running backs in the NFL. For example, Kyren Williams on the Rams when he played the Dolphins. 15 carries, 62 yards, and then in the air only 20, which is 80 total yards, which is below that line. Example number two, James Cook of the Buffalo Bills. Again, I think Josh Jacobs is probably in this tier, probably towards the top of the tier, to be honest with you. I think him and Kyren are pretty close. But James Cook, 44 yards on the ground, 25 yards in the air. Again, below that line of 95. On top of that, head over to the Dolphins. I think James Conner is probably one of the most underrated backs in the NFL right now. Josh Jacobs, obviously a little bit better, but I think they have very similar play styles in terms of how they attack defenses, power runners, can catch passes. Look, 16 yards through the air, 53 on the ground. Again, below that mark of 92. I think this will be a game where Jordan Love is airing it out a little bit more, and Josh Jacobs does not have a huge game on the ground. Sure, he might get 75 yards and a touchdown. Completely fine. Like, that's a normal game for him, honestly. And 92 is just a lot, especially against a Miami defense that's really coming into their own. They're on a hot streak right now as a team. So I'm rocking with him below 92 as the first pick. But if you want an even better pick, make sure to download Underdog Fantasy, because when you guys do, and you use the promo code PISTONS, you're going to get this Jordan Love free square for him just to throw 1 yard, and you can add that to any of your entries or lineups. That'll like boost your payout like crazy. But on top of that, when you guys download Underdog and use our code, you're also going to get up to $1,000 for completely free. So you get up to $1,000 free. You get this Jordan Love free square. And if you send us a screenshot on top of that, we'll also hook you up with a free month in the group. And as if that wasn't enough, this will pay a 6x on Underdog instead of a 5x on PrizePicks. Next up, Caleb Williams, higher than 227 passing yards. And like some of y'all are going to be like, yo, this isn't like the prettiest picks in the world. But like the breakdowns are all there. So let me break this one down for y'all. Caleb Williams, more than 227 pass yards. He's coming off the best game of his entire NFL career, debatably. I think it was last week against the Minnesota Vikings. It was one of them. He played very well. And the Minnesota Vikings defense is very good. Specifically against the pass, they are, I want to say, below average. But as a whole, the Minnesota Vikings defense is very good. And the Detroit Lions pass defense is very weak. They were bottom 3 in the NFL going into week 8. And then over the last 4 weeks, the Detroit Lions defense against the pass has tightened up a little bit. They've gone from like 30th to 25th. But at the end of the day, they're still 25th. They're still bottom 10 in the NFL. They commit a lot of penalties on the outside. I believe Terrion Arnold has been cleaning them up. But still, Caleb Williams coming off the best game of his career. One of them, he's going to be trailing Detroit. They're going to need to pass the ball. Their season is on the line. He has his receivers healthy. Like, I like it, personally. I think he's going to be airing the ball out a lot. He's going to be taking risks. I'm like, yeah, bro, he might throw 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but, like, he could still go for 260, 270 yards, or even just 230 and get this one for us. So it's a pass-heavy script. It's a weak defense against the pass, which actually, the Lions specifically are one of the worst teams in the NFL against wide receivers. But, yeah. Amon-Ra St. Brown, more than 71 yards. Amon-Ra more. Don't get that confused. Yeah, so let's get into this. Khalif Raymond is going to be very likely out. I don't really think that makes a huge difference. Amon-Ra's playing most of the snaps, if not all of them anyway. But there's a couple things I kind of want to highlight here. I think the Bears are going to be able to keep this game a little bit closer than people might anticipate. I'm not saying they're going to win. I'm just saying that the Lions might win by like 7 to 10 points instead of like the traditional like Lions winning by like 20, like everyone thinks. The Lions are favored by about 10 points in Vegas right now, which does mean they are expected to win, but they're going to be throwing the ball, and this Bears defense is pretty good. They have Jalen Johnson, who is arguably the best corner in the entire NFL, but Jalen Johnson is an outside corner. He doesn't really play against the slot too much, which is where Amon-Ra St. Brown really does the most of his damage. So we can expect to see maybe a slower day from Jamison Williams or someone like that, but I think Amon-Ra in the slot is still going to get his receptions. He's still going to eat. We can see he went for 161 against the Jaguars, even though that was a blowout, and then last week he barely did miss this. And I think the Bears' offense is, I'm not going to come on here and say good, but I think they can play good enough to make this competitive. And in the event where Caleb Williams is going for 230 yards, there's a better chance the Lions would throw the ball a little bit more to Amon-Ra. And you can see they're middle of the pack against wide receivers. So that's what I'm rocking with. Those are my 3 favorite picks. And before you guys leave, I do have something completely free to tell you as well. I say it every video, but I highly recommend you do this. Because whether you like my picks, whether you like someone else's picks, whether you just make all your own picks, go download this app, Pikkit, and use the code PISTONS. It's completely free. You can track how much you're up on the day, how much you're up on the week, the month, the year. They'll tell you how much you're up on each app, how much you're down on each app. And when you use our code, they're going to give you either $3 or $100. It's a chance at one or the other. And it's not like an app you go deposit into. It's completely free. You just sync your sportsbook accounts, your DFS apps, PrizePicks, and you log in, and basically it'll just tell you how you're doing. And you can see right here, we are Pikkit verified, plus 327 units inside the group. When you use the code, you'll automatically follow our team. And as I said, like, this is the VIP results. So if you want to join VIP, I gave you that free trial code in the beginning of the video. Just go back to like literally the first second. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If you guys have any picks you like, drop them down in the comments, and catch you tomorrow.